So apparently you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. What do you think? Here's my thoughts. So I heard this line over the weekend, that you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. And it's really got my head thinking, because a lot of us don't really look at our social circles, our working circles, and weigh up the people in that in terms of, are they positive, neutral, or negative, in line with where you want to go. So positive, are they encouraging you? Are they empowering you? Are they pushing you towards where you want to go? Neutral, are they just there? They're not negative, they're not positive, but they're just there. Or are they negative? Are they actually slowing you down? Are they distracting you? Are they kind of encouraging you to lower your standards a little bit? It's a sensitive thing, because no one likes to think that they're being weighed up. But for me, I think there's, I suppose, nothing more motivating than your potential. And nothing probably scarier than not realizing that potential. Les Brown has this great saying, imagine being on your deathbed and being surrounded by all your unfulfilled potential. How scary would that be? Well, get up off your ass and get going. And I think realizing your potential is really challenging. Raising your standards, getting focused and moving forward, that's really, really challenging. And so in order to achieve that, you need to really, really rearrange your environment to complement that. And so that saying of you're the average of the 5 that you surround yourself with most starts to really ring through. It's kind of somewhat similar to when they talk about playing tennis. You play with somebody that's better than you, you're going to get better. You play with somebody that's worse than you, you lower your standards, you'll go around in circles, you'll plateau. So for me, in terms of realizing my goals in the most efficient fashion, one of the frustrating things is that you actually have to really rearrange and prioritize your environment. You have to look at those that you surround yourself with most in terms of a social circle and in terms of a personal circle, and weigh them up and say, look, are you bringing out the best in me? Or are you distracting? Are you lowering my standards? And hell, if I'm honest, it's pretty awkward sharing that, but it's very, very, very important and very effective. It's a saying, as I said, I've only heard recently, but it was hammered through one of my friends. He hangs around with a different social circle. The social circle is different to kind of our social circle. So my close friends, he hangs around with that group and somebody else. And they've got completely different priorities. And we've just seen somebody completely just disappear from the person we knew into somebody that's really like wasting away in line with what they had said they wanted for themselves. So as I was looking at this, and I was really looking into it, because as a concerned friend, you want to help, you want to really push someone, be that proactive, positive influence. But as I looked at it more and more, that saying rang through, and hence I felt real value in sharing it. So yeah, have a think, and don't, as I said, don't come back to me straight away on this. Have a think and let me know what you feel about it. It's horrible to actually think, geez, you might prioritize those around, not prioritize, but you might decide to pull away from some friends, and you might decide to actually really push yourself to be closer friends with some others. That's really invasive. That's really, really personal stuff. But as I said, I think it has a huge, huge impact. And if you want to move forward in the most efficient fashion, I think it's something that you actually don't really have a choice in doing. It's something that you just have to do. So yeah, it's something where my head is kind of leaning, and I wanted to share it because I think it gives good insight, and I think there is really good value from it, perhaps with a pinch of salt. But as I said, let me know what you think, and let's go from there.